Office of Heat Response and Mitigation has been around for about a year and a half. Because the team is still so new, they're still learning what works and what doesn't. Come this summer, they're making changes in hopes of addressing the heat in the unsheltered community.
What last summer really taught us, as we've seen in the health department records for year, is how concentrated and how disproportionate the burden of heat is on certain populations.
Extreme heat in Phoenix is not new, but research into the most vulnerable populations is.
Our unsheltered neighbors are at about 300 to 400 times higher risk of heat-associated death than the rest of the population. Mobile and manufactured home occupants somewhere between 10 and 15 times higher risk.
Central Arizona Shelter Services, also known as CAS, says about 30% of the unsheltered community are elderly. In July, they'll be able to provide them beds.
We'll be able to have 170 of those seniors who are in the heat, exposed to elements, no place to go, bring them in a safe shelter and have them work with case managers and be able to end their homelessness and move on to permanent sustainable housing.
The organization is also increasing beds at the main single adult shelter from 470 to 600, but the city knows getting people into these beds can often be difficult.
The 50 community nonprofits that do heat relief outreach can of course reach much farther than the city can on its own, and we know, appreciate, and respect that they have different and sometimes stronger relationships with certain communities.
We Are Cool is a volunteer program that began in 2017. Starting this year, it will address different locations in Phoenix and find long-term solutions.
Ultimately, our hope through We're Cool is to connect people into the critical social service programs that can help them get safer and more stable housing.
CAS is open year-round, but as temperatures rise, they expect beds to start filling up. We have resources for both CAS and the City of Phoenix on our azfamily app and website. Reporting in Phoenix, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.